Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be testing myths before it rains. So, the first myth is you get a bit more tired before it rains, and I already think that myth is true because last night at my baseball practice, I got there and I was like super tired. It started raining. After it rained, I felt super energized somehow. And it's about to rain later today. So I decided to test myths before it rains. And the second myth after the first myth is there's a random scent in the air that you can smell, and it smells different right now. I'm not normally used to this smell. It smells different. Yeah. So, I would say it definitely smells different if you go outside right before it rains. But also, like, if you're playing sports in the rain, then that also still makes you tired. And yeah, so that was the second myth. Let's move on to the third myth. The third myth is right before it rains, it'll usually get kind of windy and everything. And it's not been windy at all today. But it's slowly getting more windy. Like here, it's completely just blue skies. And blue skies is good and bad. Some people like rain, some people don't. But I would say rain is good, especially if you have like a ton of land like I do. Then yeah, that is also true. And myth number 4 will be, whenever there is a hurricane, there's one of two things that happen. You get a bunch more of rain and wind. As you can see behind me, right here, like you can see the sunlight in this general direction, right here, right there, for y'all. Like you can see a bunch of sunlight right there. And then the next thing is during a hurricane, like say you're far from it, like me, I'm far from a hurricane. I mean, it's coming right, like somewhat near where I live, but not that close. So it'll make it windy and rainy. So yeah, that is that. And let's get to myth number 5. So for myth number 5, I would say it would be, why does it flood so much after it hasn't rained in forever? Okay, so for me, it just got done raining for the past 2 days, and we haven't gotten any rain for like the past 2 months. And so why does that happen exactly? Well, when there isn't a bunch of rain, that means that the ground is harder to soak up water, and when it's harder to soak up water, the rain, it will it won't be able to grab that water out from the ground, and then it will be hard for it to not flood. So like, say you got 10 inches of dry desert sand, hasn't been touched in 30 years. If you pour a bunch of water on that, guess what will happen? it will take about an hour for all of that water to reach the bottom. Even though it's only 10 inches, that it will take a long time to reach the bottom. They're fly around me. Oh well. Okay, so the next thing is, why do you hear a bunch of crickets before it rains? Well, the reason why this happens is because most rain thunderstorms, they're about, normally, I would say 3 p.m. to 5 a.m. If it doesn't start or end by that time, it's not going to be that powerful. Because, most strong storms, like most storms that produce tornadoes, those storms are mostly at nighttime. So, at nighttime, be aware. Be aware for stuff. Just be aware of everything surrounding you. You gotta have good awareness for football, especially. So, remember a couple minutes ago where I said it normally gets a bit more windy? That's what I was talking about. I said it was calm, nothing was blowing. It's slowly getting windy. You can't see it, but the trees, a bit harder than they were. It picked up like 5 miles an hour probably, which you might think that is. Yeah, you can hear thunder in the background. I was out here about 2 hours ago, just sitting out here, and I heard thunder. My dog was just barking at me trying to get in. I finally let her in, because she got kind of annoying. So, myth number, I don't know, 6 or 7? 6 or 7? Okay, let's just call it myth 7, because I felt like we've done a bunch of myths already before this one. So, the next myth is, why is it dangerous when Waffle House... Oh, it's raining. Okay, but the next myth is, why is it dangerous when Waffle House closes? See, I told you it was about to rain, guys. It's literally raining right now. I know you can't see it, but I can feel it. I mean, I can't even see it. It's just, like, look, infant spots of rain. Look, even right here, all on the ground. Line. I know weather. Okay, so, yep, y'all hear it? It's getting super windy. Y'all hear that? The next... What was I saying? Oh my gosh. Okay, but why is it dangerous when Waffle House closes? So, when Waffle House closes, Waffle House is a restaurant that is open 24/7. So, the last hurricane, Milton, y'all remember that hurricane? It came right towards Tampa, Florida, and there was a Waffle House there, and they closed. First time in history Waffle House has ever, well, not first time in history, but like, Waffle Houses don't normally close that often. Okay, so like, if you see a Waffle House that is closed, I would get out of the area. Just go. Okay, the 9th myth is, why is rain always cold? Okay, so rain comes from tens of thousands of 30,000 feet in the air. And the higher up you are, the colder it is. I don't know why that's true. I don't even know, because like, it's closer to the sun. I don't know. Okay, well, in the southern hemisphere, you're not closer to the sun. But northern hemisphere is closer to the sun. I mean, the North Pole is closer to the sun because So the Earth isn't like this. It's twisted like this. So when it rotates, it'll rotate like this, and then it slowly rotates and then back. I don't know if that's true. I like space better than weather, but I don't really study how the Earth rotates. I just study the other stuff. Okay, so the 10th and final myth. Why does it rain? Okay, so this myth might sound stupid, but it's actually kind of more complicated than you think. So, first, when it rains, usually the asphalt or concrete or the ground is normally hot. So, when it is hot, that means that there's going to be steam that comes off the ground, and that's a gas. And the gas sits up in the clouds, and it turns into moisture up here. Up here. And when it turns into moisture, it collects and gathers, and then it blocks the sun's rays, and it usually gets colder, starts getting more windy and everything. And after that, it slowly goes into the clouds, and then it gathers up together and it collects so much rain, heat, and steam, it just bursts. And it falls to the ground. Quick, slow, medium speed, doesn't matter. It's rain. Usually rain isn't clean because, but it's slowly raining harder, as you can see. But those are maybe 11, 10, 15. No, I was kidding. Not 15. But some myths about weather. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.